reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 24-yard line.
To start out, that leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Goodwin. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check out.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Chubb running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
Tight. 59. Mike 59. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Switch, switch, switch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Super 66. Bravo. Mike 50.
Out of the gun. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz. made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Go. 20. 50, 50.
I got you.
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tackles.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 12 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
180.
In your face.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Charlie. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here we go.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Okay, double up.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They go with Chubb on second down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
A shotgun snap for Gone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready? Hey, orbit.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Check.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
It's Darnold, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
49ers
3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
57 to Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike,
20.
coming to you, coming to you.
3rd and 2, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Escaping the pressure, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now it's Gurley. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You got him.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
And go. Like 20.
Like 50.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Goff on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there.
It got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Man open, it's Goodwin. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
180.
Man left, man left.
Time to establish the run game here, Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. First down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Nuts.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's gone. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, will likely put an end to this thing. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go, Salad! 80! Mike 52, Mike 52!
Out of the gun, Goff. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. They run it again with Chubb. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Los Angeles, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.